Alright folks, picking up with where we left off last time. Yeah, our rating has once again gotten us in a bit of trouble. So we got a fairly large force that we're squared up against. I did most all the min-maxing stuff that I cared to do. There's certainly, if we can find a settlement that gives us some decent sale prices, we're probably going to go ahead and take them. We got about, I don't know, 60 or 70 days left in this campaign. We want to make sure that we drill, because while we're getting most units to the kind of most elite level that they're going to be in, they're not making a whole lot of progress through there. Part of that is one of the doctrines we chose, but it's one of the things that we can unlock. We get it if we have 4 units at least who are level 9 veterancy. Alright, so I started setting up, I think just about everybody. I mean, it's this map where we have a pretty good position. I don't think I'd be happy if our roles were reversed. But I think I'll generally put the shootier folks over here. There's more cover. Mostly open ground. They got to come over. And then the melee stuff on the right. Let's see, we got... These guys are kind of an exception to that. This is the Highland foot that's like that. We're going to try to run those guys up there, and then these guys at least up to here. Send them up there. Send the cab over there. Send the artillery up. Probably still keep it in this area below the hill and where the fencing is, and we can always put the melee-oriented infantry on the fence here, and then we have the other melee-oriented infantry over here, and they can attack down from the hill. But that's the general idea, I think. Let's get rid of all this. Never mind that they're moving through homes. You don't need to worry about that. All the sweet pipes. And then our better melee, yeah. I think most of them have. It sounds so bad because they don't play together, but you know, they're not supposed to, so it's alright. Alright. Anyways, remove the bayos for the shooters. Yeah. Okay. Still gonna waltz the artillery up, and if we need to move it back, we'll move it back. But okay, we'll get them there. We'll get them there. Oops, wrong guys. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Send you over here. Try to get a little thinner in case they open up on us. Which I think they're going to do pretty soon. Okay, we'll see if they can get on the fencing, the trees, the other stuff there. That'd be... Through you there, and there. You know, Brunswicker Musketeers. Don't think we can depend on them to do too much. Alright, let's start picking on those guys. We kind of did that backwards, didn't we? We did. Okay, subsidy Jaegers. We'll try to embed them in this stuff to the degree that we can. British Veteran Foot. Alright, maybe we put you there. Yeah, we're sending you over there anyways. That's... no. That's that. You know what, let's move you out of there, and then let's actually move this Highland Foot over here like this. I find in practice that the way this group here is angled is often not that helpful. Because the AI doesn't frequently attack like that. Okay, and we'll get them all set up. Maybe we'll bait in those Austrian Dragoons. I don't know. Well, there's no cab around yet. But I'm worried about those subsidy Jaegers sometimes getting in trouble, I guess. Okay. Huh. Okay, we gotta fix that angle a little bit. These guys, same thing, we gotta fix them. British Foot, I think we're still gonna try to run them up there. Yeah. Okay. I mean, those are Austrian Grenadiers, so... Alright, let's just slap Bayos on everybody, because I'm going to lose track. Alright, they're just going to try to outrange us, so... Let's move up. Same with these guys, same with them. Even same with them. You know what? I'm just not going to be able to keep track to them, so... All right. Okay. Uh, Jeez, I cannot move those guys out of there. What is going on with this cav here? Guys, what are you doing? All right. Ah. Forgot about that. Okay, we'll pull them back. Okay, I'll try to draw them back there. Okay, we'll turn you over there. We'll turn you over there. Yeah, these guys actually can't get too far out because they will lose. That is actually going to hurt a lot. Yeah, that ability to multi-charge the same unit over and over again. Looked like they hit him 2 or 3 times. Look at that. They just keep like resetting that charge. Again, I'm pretty sure. I guess it doesn't matter as much, but that's definitely one unit shattered. Right? Because only one of them can reform. Yeah, so those guys unfortunately got shattered. Yeah, I kind of did that one willy-nilly, mostly just out of frustration that unit can apparently charge it a lot. Well, we'll see if it causes us to lose them. Which would be bad. I think we're going to go with the ammo regardless of what happened to that unit because we have to. Doesn't look like they died, which is good news. Tells us where we stand with ammo and manpower. Alright, so this is supposed to be for a melee unit. Yeah, 2 of those are bad. This one's okay, since we don't have the world's greatest range anyways. This one is ideally for an artillery unit. We'll see what we get. Yeah, none of this is great. I'm not going to skip, but we'll just go with the flanking fire one. Because a lot of units do show their flank to us. It's not the greatest idea, but when they do, we'll try to take advantage of it. Man, my cav, it's so little. I forget what it is that causes... So that was campaign move speed. Oh yeah, so unit professionalism. That one really didn't help because we didn't recruit that many units. It's nice when it works, and if we need to do it now, you know, it's great, but that's... Oh wait, no, it's foreign advisors. That's right, combat effectiveness for that as a trade-off, but it wasn't too great. That's really, really good grape shot. So they got 679 for their range. Yeah, we'll probably give them that really good grape shot. I believe these guys still have canister. So we'll give them that grape shot instead, which I think is better. The bronze 6-pound howitzer is pretty cool. I don't know if we want to sub out this, which... This is twice as good of accuracy at the cost of some damage. Yeah, it only does like 2/3 of the damage. 68-second reload, 34-second reload. So that would fire faster. I think that once that got in range, that would Maybe. Maybe. So this would be plus... So additional reload and range. You don't have anything. I guess you'll have something now. Reload and range, but... No, that costs $850 for the price. So if price is a pretty... kind of decent indicator of quality, I guess there's not a huge difference. I realized if we get one more unit of cav and equip it with carbines, then they both have them. Then I would get another one of the. Did I raid this place? Can't remember. Doesn't look like it. But we get another regimental unlock. I'm going to spend $2,000 on it. But, oh, okay. So we have some like cheap-ish officers. Stamina, veterancy gain, but at the expense of morale. I don't like giving away morale. What's this? Charge, reload speed. This makes no sense. Right, in terms of the traits. I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm just going to say it doesn't. I can't remember if this is the unit we looked at last time. Melee, reload speed, move speed, cover efficiency, fire damage received, morale damage received. I mean, that one's not terrible for a melee unit. This is good for a shooting unit. You know, I'll probably take this one because we just need officers, but it's additional range, charge. So it's really good on charging so far. Combat effectiveness is fine, but then reload speed at the cost of stamina regain for a melee unit. I mean, the only one that I don't like here for the melee folks. Well, timely is kind of okay, but the move speed's fine. Brave is fine, but cover efficiency isn't that great. But the fire damage received is still nice, so I would say that that's good enough for a melee unit. And then we just need someone here who's good with cav, and I think we would be okay. In terms of weapons, I don't know that we're really expecting to receive all that much more money. Money? Is that what I was talking about? Oh. So unless we actually buy stuff from them that we need, this stuff doesn't help us too much. Do I have a spare carbine for cav? Yeah, I do. And they both have them. Yeah. Alright, so land pattern, excellent land pattern. It's good accuracy. It's okay range. Reload's fine. It's good receive. Oh, we have good Jaeger rifles. I mean, do I indulge myself? I think I do. Not that I think that they're good, but I think that they're fun for the... They're fun, right? Excellent Newstead muskets. Now that's just good to have in melee, but like it's also got 150 range. The only thing I don't like is reload. But I have seen worse guns, so somebody could use that, I'm sure. Wait a minute. Are there really two of these? I mean, we could go hog wild, I think, and give these to our ranged units, which we have. Newstead musket, maybe. Here, let's see what we can offset with these brooches. So that doesn't quite bring us to even, but that's okay. That limber chest, I doubt we're gonna use. A basic land pattern, probably not. Again, probably not. That is the carbine, but I doubt we're gonna need to have all those spares. And so at that point, we pretty much break even. And we certainly don't need 2 backup canister shots. That doesn't make any sense. And so then it's just a question of how much of this other stuff do we really want or need. So if we buy those, and right, we're just memeing to meme. We'll give them the good ones. All right, so yeah, I kind of paused that hemming and hawing session, did some raiding, and it attracted yet more attention. So we get a battle. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we got the battlefield. We got everything set up. I think we're going to put the shooters, probably anchor them here, and then maybe on top of this hill. The B team melee is going to kind of go in the right. The A team melee is going to go up on the right, along with the cavalry. It's a plan. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. I'm not too sure what I want to do with all those lights, but we'll generally put them forward there. We'll get the artillery moving up. Yeah, you guys have a ways to go, so we're going to send you up there, send you up over here. Let's see, and then you guys try to fit you in somewhere up there, I think. And that should put everybody on the march. I didn't finagle all those officers. I did it for the shooters. I think the veteran foot and the British foot probably can work in this weird triangle forest. And then maybe have the Brunswicker musketeers, which I could have upgraded to lights, but if I do that, then I'm going to end up with 3 light infantry units, 3 ranged line units, and everything else is going to be melee. I mean, not the artillery, I know, but it just seems like you need a little bit more oomph, and I kind of trust the ranged line units a little bit more. So we'll throw you there. Put you up here. Yeah, Brunswickers tend to be quick. They have that going for them. Sub-City Jaegers. I think we can go over here. Maybe up here. But yeah, that is it for the moment. Chugging through town. Yeah, probably. This is probably the army comp to actually try to fight with more ranged infantry, but I'm not doing it. The AI in this one, they actually do have 1 unit of lights, but that's it. Those Austrian Grenadiers are no joke. Put you out there. We'll get the Sub-City Jaegers here. I guess the British veteran foot probably got to go out there. This British veteran foot can get right here. And this one, we're going to make it a little bit thicker, but hopefully not too hard to maneuver. Man, those Highland Grenadiers. I mean, they don't show that they have too much morale. I mean, it doesn't look like in the morale bars compared to what... Oh, what did those guys do? That Highland foot has... Come on. Alright, anyways, we're going to move them up there. They're cavalry escorts. And, actually, you know what? We want you in the middle, kind of, and you over there, and then... You know what? We'll probably send you there, maybe send you there, and send these guys up there. One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, it's a lot, man. Okay. We'll move them up since they don't seem otherwise interested in us. Yep, anybody who's in the open, pretty fair game. Looks like maybe only their cav is interested in what we can do at this point, so. The artillery is pretty rough here as the British, because we tend to have fewer in the way of numbers. I think we're gonna need to slow down because I'm just not keeping up with all this. Okay, we'll have them there. I may just keep the line back. Let's see here. Maybe we orient them like that, and then you like that. You know, let's send you over there, and just have you keep going. Yeah, this looks like it could be rough for our boys. Okay, we've kind of broken up the artillery. That's not what we want. Ugh. Somehow we end up with Grenadier on Grenadier. I don't like that. I don't remember who actually has the grenades. Okay, so they actually have the grenades. You know what? Try to blow them up. Send that Highland foot up to support. I'm gonna do the same with them, I think. This certainly looks like the more endangered flank at the moment. He is doing, I think, the smart thing, just kind of sitting back in that cover. You know what? With these Brunswickers, I don't know how dank of a flank that those guys are going to make. I think maybe we start moving some of the artillery up here, as much as I would like them to keep firing. Kind of worried. You guys move up there. Give them one more grenade right like that. Yeah, don't shoot at them. Shoot at the ones behind them. I'm just gonna slap Bayos on all the that line of infantry. Maybe we start falling back with these guys. But yeah, the reason for moving the artillery is to make it harder for their infantry or their cavalry coming around to find too much that they actually want to hit. These guys need to come down here. Yeah, start shooting at them. I think we can continue moving up here. I don't know what's going on with this, but... We are, like, slowly. So that went horrendously. Like, I don't know why we're losing that at all. I guess maybe because they weren't something? That appears to be a bit of a bug. Did we crash? Nope, I paused it. We're going to try to make quick work of them. I don't know that that's actually going to happen. It's not looking good at the moment. Pull back. How deeply have they dug? They dug pretty deeply. Yeah, I think at this point we just got to kind of do that. Okay, we're going to turn these guys around and run them over here if we can. I want these guys falling back. Yeah. Actually, we're going to need you over here very soon. Yeah, I think that that's just going to be the pits, unfortunately. Okay. Run you back. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Okay, they broke them, that's fine. That cab is eventually going to come in. Oh, did not see that. So I'm not too sure what you guys are doing, but... Okay, they did that. That's fine. You know what? Have those guys kind of shoot at them. Okay. They are getting morale buff. Hopefully it's enough. These guys are terrible for that, but... That Highland foot, yeah, we got a little wrecked. Charge them. Okay, that's... Yeah, I was a little afraid of that. Now kind of over-pursued. Again, guys, I don't... Well, that's just stupid. I don't know what else to tell you. And send you up, and you, and you, and you. Run you over. Yeah, sure. Focus on them. Okay. Then move them up. Those guys are terrible. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Oh, there goes the Highland Grenadiers. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, those guys are probably dead. I mean, I've had Austrian Horse Grenadiers. They're not that good. They're not able to do that. I mean, not against... against those forces. They're that good. Yep, there's a good chance we're going to lose one of the best units we have. Okay, you move up there, move up there. I'm still kind of stunned. Here, you actually have him, so we'll shoot at you. I never saw that army over there. I have no idea where that came from. Yep. Oh, and that just tells me already that they got wiped out. Fantastic, guys. Thanks. At least I didn't lose the officer for that. But yeah, I don't know where that 14,000 man force came from behind that. But we can scramble and see if we can grab someone or something else during recruitment. I don't really care if we do some of this other stuff here. I don't mind fighting them. I just need a moment to try to gather our forces. Is he not coming? Yeah, just wasted days. I don't know that there was anything here. I don't really want to spend either of those. It just seems like so much. Man, you blow through that ammo. These guys are fine. We can upgrade them, but actually, you know what? I don't want to. I want to see if we can get the achievement. I think we need. Wow, my artillery got very little XP for all of that. Yeah, if we have 4 units with 9 or more, I think we get an achievement. I don't. So I'm holding off on them. Just hold off a little bit longer here. I don't know if I was raiding this place before, but we do. I was raiding this place before, so it's fine. Come on, come on, come on. Way more money than we need. But apparently that little village just takes like a week to finish raiding, so we won't get it. What? Here again, we can use as ammo. Probably use manpower for the end as well. We have a bunch of officers who are probably all fine enough. In the barracks, we could get British Grenadiers. But again, I think the problem is more like what we do at range, and I still don't fully understand it. Because it just looks like most of these units are pretty great at range. I mean, I feel like they should be shredding people. Not the subsidy Jaegers, which I don't really care so much about anyways, but the rest of it does, and yeah, I don't like having this much cap. What can you do? I think 6 melee infantry plus cab could be okay. Alright, we got that, we got that. Oh. Well, that would probably help our cab the most. Oh, you know what I didn't do last time? I forgot to switch these guys to quartered musket balls. That would have been good. So this would reduce range by a third, but increase accuracy by half. I mean, I could try it on the lights. What kind of range you got? 155, 137. We could try it. I don't know. I tend to find I like it with the cav better. Over in horses. Right, so you have those. I think we're ever going to get these guys good enough. Holsteiners or 8-6. That's fine. Reload. We give the ones with... Oh, you know... I don't really like the whole... I think there's a glitch where grape shot canister's a bit too good at the moment. Probably better than intended, so... I would pitch that. They'll give reload advantage to someone else, right? This isn't gonna be a problem. Alright, we'll give it to them. I think we're gonna sell a lot of this stuff. We can do that. Though at this point, is there anybody who can actually benefit from a much better weapon? It's okay. Those are all okay. You're okay. We could get a better melee rifle. Are those options even here? Yeah, that one's here. That one's pretty good. Charleville's not terrible. He kind of does everything well, right? It's got good accuracy, good range. Reload's a little slow. Like, it's fine in melee. The new stat. Alright, but I don't think we need a basic one of those. Step horses. I'll hang on to them, but I doubt I actually need them. Basic one of those. I don't think we need. A whole bunch of this stuff. I feel like we just mostly need ammo to try to get the veterancy up here in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, we do have that one veterancy item, but it doesn't get us that much. Watch me be able to get actually get something that could do that, and then lose it. Excellent, Charleville. That actually might be an improvement for some of these guys. So they could use a better one. They could use a better one. So you know what? That's okay. We'll take a good one too. We'll do that. Switch you two out. Good is fine. Be fine too. These guys probably use some of that. Maybe that. Is there any cav here? Just for that one unlock. Doesn't look like it. Oh, you know what? I think I just lost the... I don't know. You know, I had a bunch of weapons in there. I bet I made that money back, but I don't have the ability to go back and check. Veterancy gain. It would be nice. I don't know that veterancy gain works during drill. It's just not clear to me. Okay, we could do that for sure. I have not been offered that many things that save morale and move speed. Bonus and max range. Seems okay. Morale. Reload and max ranges. It's nice. Maybe we can take that. A lot of the ammo saving things I feel like are moot at this point. Like we've kind of burned those bridges already. We do not, for all the melee infantry we have, we do not have a lot of just kind of decent grenades. There's these terribly expensive ones, which maybe we just got to get 2 of them, and that's how we'll try to win more of these melee. The limber chests have been hard to come by as well. But that would help out 2 additional units. Let them do that. Yeah, so these guys don't even have cast iron ones. That's fine. Whether you intend to or not, we're going to need you guys to start playing the grenadier role here. But you guys, yeah, you're all pretty full. And I guess I could swing it to you and hope that you for sure get up to 9. Gotta find a range unit who can make use of this. Dude, I'm really low on tollers. Really low. Maybe we just gotta raid this place and leave. I think that's probably it. Dude. I don't even know that we have time for that. We go up here. We can potentially get a little bit more ammo. I'm gonna raid just for the tollers for right now. I don't know that we're gonna need it, and then we're gonna run up here and try to buy some ammo. I get 23,000 troops my way. I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna go well. Austrian Grenadiers, Grenzer Grenadiers, Grenzer Grenadiers. This battle we can do. I think we're gonna do this battle. See how it goes. Probably buy up some ammo and then drill real quickly. And try to leave ourselves maybe 1,500 or so ammo after the first HQ. If we make it through the first HQ, which, to say, I'm not sure we're going to get there. It's a lot of Grenzer sharpshooters, man. Austrian Grenadiers, Grenzer Grenadiers. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Artillery, yeah, you can come up here. That's right, this whole group now is have on this map we're probably gonna put them over here and then switch you around. Kind of wish by default they started in a better position, like in the middle of the line. Right, so I don't have to do all this, but that morale buff to friendly units I think is certainly what I'd like about it. Big group 1. And we not done these guys yet? No, I guess we didn't. There's 3. At this point, we're just gonna make them one group. Move you there. Move you there. Oh. Yeah. Oh, nope. Still did that wrong. That's group 3. Move them up. There. Okay, so the buff does stay. The brigade buff stays with them no matter what. Combat effectiveness plus 25%. Hmm. I think you need to soften them up a bit before you, yeah, we're gonna have the artillery focus on them. But I think sometimes just running kind of straight in, it's a bit of a recipe for disaster here. Maybe rather than just standing there and getting shot up, try to do something slightly more productive. There. Okay, send these lights over so that it's not just a one-sided thing. Got grenades, to use them. Speaking of which, run up there, run up there. Don't go that far out. Those guys also have grenades, so that's good to know. What's the problem here? Okay, you can fall back. You know what, dudes? You're a little close to the danger there. Speaking of which, look at all that cav lurking. Cav looks like it's lurking for me, man. No. No way they have that range, right? Yeah, no way. Dude, I think they do. Why are you not doing what you're supposed to do? No. Okay, these guys gotta be a little careful. I guess they hit him from way downtown. Okay. You know what? Start bringing these guys back. I don't trust them. Having that Highland foot turn that way. These guys have grenades, so bring them up. Alright. Kind of wasting our time. You guys focus on them. Can we safely countercharge? I think so. Oh, I did it again. I forgot to put on the secondary ammunition. The units that have it. Okay, you probably need to fall back. How do you have -1 grenade? Oh, if that's a glitch, I'm not gonna exploit it. That's all of them. I think losses were relatively minimal. Stuff we can use and equip. None of that's bad. $1 in ammo, that doesn't really give us that much, man. Alright, we got an upgrade there. Yeah, it really doesn't get us much. I don't even know if we can do... I mean, we'll try it, because it's what we do. So oops. So I think at this point... Alright, we gotta take your upgrade. I really wished I could remember what he does. I think... Jeez. So that was range, and then so it's either range or it's melee. I mean, combat. I mean, none of these are like terrible. Honestly, they go on anything. Flanking fire damage seems pretty good. Combat effectiveness is also really good. I don't like the downside. I don't like the downside of that. The move speed one, I don't really mind if it's for the ranged units. I'll roll the dice and say that it is, and it is. All right, so that's actual like decent news. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go through and do one last round of equipping their stuff, and yeah, we're pretty much back at full strength, which is okay. I've never been outnumbered 23,000 to 15,600 before, so no idea what to expect there. But I think our mind has almost already been made up for us that we have to take, if we win, to go on, we're gonna have to take the tallers and the ammunition, and we're not gonna be able to get any more drilling done, which is a little bit unfortunate. We didn't get a single ammo cart, I think, in this playthrough. Some of the ammo consumption reduction things were there, and we applied what we got, but not a lot of the others. And we've kind of ended up with an embarrassment of riches when it came to provisions. Tollers, it's probably going to end pretty close to where it ought to, and I guess we're a little bit over on manpower, so that's just an experience thing. But yeah, it's the first time I'm playing British, so we'll see how things end in the next episode.